Okay, so Aether versus Wanted Goons. Wanted Goons have picked the map Mirage, and so we'll start on the T side. Aether will start things off on the CT side. And we dive right on in. Wanted Goons going for so I've seen plenty of things from Wanted Goons. A B pop on round number 1 is like their specialty, their secret sauce. And Aether getting 3 players set up here is the perfect defense for it. Tender on platform with the dualies. Ooh, it works out perfectly. The bomb gets dropped. He takes down 2. Luckily for Wanted Goons, Magic still holding court here, but too many players from Aether have rotated on in. Arius, though, the last one surviving is Wanted Goons. They take a grindstone to Aether. So, a nice quick pistol round, a nice quick pickup for Wanted Goons. And this definitely an unfortunate scenario. Aether, they had the setup on the pistol round in the right spots, just not enough shots connecting to make it work, and now Wanted Goons have themselves a nice full buy to work with. A couple of SMGs to farm up the cash against the pistols. Aether, what are you looking to do? 3 players in window to try and rotate. It's a strategy, but Cute Dog gonna put down 2. And that's SMG kills, I do want to add. Brings out the Deagle, or it brings out the Glock. Down to 1 HP, but these SMGs are still just fragging away. They're running in through the flames. They're just not giving any sort of breathing room to Aether. And it's going to be Wanted Goons all the way. The worst thing for Team Aether is we did see them last night. I felt like they had a favorable matchup against the Money Crew, and they still lost 0-2. That overtime was a heck of a thing. Do make sure and go watch the VOD if you get a chance. But in this one, it is going to be the SMGs just plowing through Aether. Hopefully we do get some sort of comeuppance from Aether. I mean, this is Wanted Goons map pick, so stands to reason they should be quite familiar with it. But the SMG, the M4 is picked up from Aether, should give them a decent chance. There's a Galil, 2 Galils and 2 Mac 10s for Wanted Goons to try and work with here. This might be the best opportunity for Aether to regain momentum of this game. The nades connecting early on. Micro getting pushed off of mid by the Molly gives Wanted Goons some crucial space, but Arius is here on Cat to retake that space. Sometimes you just gotta imagine the game like a big bag of X's and O's moving around. I take this space, push and pull. Tug of war, and Micro making a macro adjustment. Double kill over in mid. Leaves 3 players for Wanted Goons looking at that B bomb site from apartments. But it also kind of feels like their number's been drawn. 40 seconds. Juna getting the position from back bench. If he pokes his head out, that's going to be a kill for Febreze. If not, Aether is setting up quite the crossfire, and it does look like Juna's not going to go for the aggressive peek. He's going to wait for the push on in, and he will be rewarded. Clip Zera with him. And it's a kill for 3 members of Aether as they finally rebuff Goons. Yeah, that was just really good heads-up play to not peek out from Juna, giving them that extra gun to be firing from. One more positions Goons had to be aware of rather than clearing out. Well, now it's full rifles for everybody, and Micro gets dropped. We just got done talking about the macro level adjustments, but not going to be the case this round. Oh man, lots of damage being done here to Aether in mid. But Goons taking a pounding themselves. Feb, Johan, and Killer Pandas down to about half HP apiece. Or less. They should be going for a bomb site. Otherwise, this one going to start to get a little bit more difficult as they advance. Even worse, having the positions from Aether, they realize that the push on in to try and take mid control from Goons means that they haven't sent a scout over by either of the extremities. And so having Clipzera up by apartments is going to be so valuable for Team Aether. It gives them so much idea of what's about to happen. In the final 30 seconds of this round, Goons, they've got to go for the execute. It could be messy, but there's not a whole lot of defense here. Tender going to have a heads-up play ahead. 1 versus 4 on the A bomb site. They haven't checked him out just yet, but he will be tested as Feb gets clotheslined. Now he's got some assistance in the form of Juna, the rotation, the cavalry arriving for Team Aether. They do have kits, so this is going to be a very possible retake as Juna finds the backside of Cute Dog. Killer Panda's off site as well, but Clipzera expecting the player on Cat. Magic with a kill on back, but it's a 3 versus 2 on this retake. Arius making his way on in. And it's just Johan alone, 1 versus 3, but there's no space for him. Team Aether will even things out at 2. So that's exactly what you want to have happen, right? Your Team Aether, you lost the pistol, you lost the conversion, but you're showing that you do still have the capabilities all the same. And so now it's down to pistols for the Goons. Not the... Oh, Micro blocks the smoke and window and now has so much space to play around. That's something I've been seeing a lot more of. You play catch with the smokes so that they don't arrive at the positions they need to be in. You have to be fast on the movement. Oh, the flash full blinds Juna. And so Johan able to get on in through connector. There's still too many players on this A bomb site. Tender gonna spray down Magic. Good trade out of Johan, but not able to go for the second. And now it's just Cute Dog. But those Tech 9s are quite deadly. Cute Dog has a bark and a bite. This 1 versus 2 now definitely has some legs. Yes, Cute Dog. 45 seconds, though, and no bomb to work with. Does make this round a little awkward. Interesting to see where Aether have gotten to as well. We've got Clipzera following from ramp all the way through T-spawn. Cute Dog secures the bomb, and we've got 25 seconds. You gotta go somewhere. The problem is that both bomb sites are now about to be covered. Clipzera gonna be on B. Arius on A. You don't have time to check every position. You don't even have time to fake it. That bomb going in is going to give information over to Arius and not even going to allow the plant, just deletes Cute dog from the server. So once again, we're getting into that seesaw where now Goons with the bye are going to have an important round ahead of them. Got them some rifles. But the AWP on Micro, we've seen him pull off some insane plays last night with the AWP. Oh my gosh, he didn't just block it, he knocked it out of window. He stuffed that smoke, I think is the term in basketball. Unfortunately, it didn't help him. Johan with the headshot in through the smoke, but they've got Juna in behind them. They're not expecting this. He's lined up 2 and a 3rd. And he's just bowled over Goons. Doesn't even need the help. Opper in mid. Chill. 4 versus 2 for Team Aether. Cute Dog able to swing 1, but not going to be enough. Trade out of Tender. And it's Magic in the 1 versus 3, caught by Arius. 4-2, Aether. Now solidifying that lead. AWP picked back up. Yeah, I mean, this round looked like it could be bad. 3 players out through mid, but not expecting Juno to push in through the smoke is a mistake you'll live to regret. Yes, if you don't know, chat, Juna used to be called Arcade. I don't know. Arcade changes their name a bit, so I'm not. I really don't know what's appropriate there. Oh, and again, the player in mid just dropped. Ooh, Tender gonna be tested here, but definitely up to the task. Does get traded, but Arius on the other side to cover. And Team Aether they are firing on all cylinders. There's not a place that Goons can go to take them by surprise. So, Johan, he's got the bomb at the very least, but he's got Arius through connector, Clipzera watching top mid. There's just too much. Like, oh, he's making noises too. This is going to be called up as Team Aether start to swarm on over. Not a whole lot to do here. Ooh, good shots, but only takes a 1/3 of HP off of Clipzera. So, more than enough time. All 3 players have kits, so it's just like, who wants to defuse it? Just one of you get on the bomb and chill. Counter-terrorists win. Goons have raised their wanted level a bit too high. I mean, you know, 5 stars, 6 stars. Pretty high wanted levels. So, yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes CT side is just the good side, and you never know how the rest of things are gonna go. Next map, we do have Dust 2 picked for Aether, so that's something where I know Killer Pandas that AWP can sing quite soothing songs on Dust 2. And starting off on CT side might give Goons a needed boost. Who knows? Maybe when they switch to CT side, they might have a little bit more gas in the tank. Ooh, although that's not a good start. Tender just pops Killer Pandas. He's looking for more, and there's 2 more players ramp even. Good kill for the player out of Palace, but again, Tender I feel like I've said his name between last night and tonight so many times. And a triple for him on this game does leave Goons in a painful position as Clipzera puts that final nail in the coffin. This is just... He's a tender lad with tender frags, and he's kind of... He's tender death. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You can tell me what that actually means. Sometimes I say things and I'm just like, I don't know. Okay, well, right off the top of the round, good pick up for a Micro, the AWP. We feel like I haven't gotten to see a whole lot of Micro frags in this game. So it's good to see him chiming in and dropping that player in mid. Ooh, good flash will force him away as well. With a smoke in mid, Goons gaining a bit of purchase up through mid, but they haven't actually sent Juna packing just yet. The Johan might have more than he thought to bargain with. Juna, well, smoke fades and just crushes Cute Dog. Oof. 5 versus 3, but Johan gonna be unexpected in market, and this crunch on B looking okay. Arius, I'm singing his praises for the last couple of nights, and he was only able to get to 1 though. 2 versus 3 though, bomb not down, and Juna on site waiting for that planter. There is the kill. Doesn't even let the bomb go down. That's gonna put Goons into a bit of a tizzy. Feb alone in the 1 versus 3. Juna finishes the job. And Aether. I mean, at this point, it just looks clinical. They've allowed 2 bombs to go down for this entire CT side. The couple of rounds that they've lost have been eliminations. So, 7-2. And, oh, Micro going to be met with a Molly. Oh my goodness. Burned down to 32 HP. All the utility sent his direction. It's not even necessary. Oh, we've got an AUG for Clipzera too. He's waiting for the peek out in apartments, and he's just gonna farm. Does get pushed away. Plenty of utility to use here by Goons, and they've started a good plow onto the B-bomb site, but Clipzera is still here. He hasn't gotten a chance to put that... He's gotten only a little chance to put the AUG to work, but he will be overwhelmed. Micro with the trade. This is the best Goons have done in a long, long time. 2 players remaining for Team Aether. Micro and Tender. 2 versus 2. As we creep past a minute. 55 seconds left in the round. Goons haven't been able to check everything that you might want to check before getting the bomb down, but Feb still going to go for the risky plant. Doesn't matter. Tender out his side. Just blasts him. And it's a 1 versus 1. Micro waiting for the peek on out. Magic knows he's got that AWP. He's got the hit through the wall as well. That's huge. And on 3 HP, overkill on that AWP to get the defuse. 8-2. This is just looking so dominant from Team Aether. Fantastic flick by Micro. He's got 16k. Tender had about 16k. Like, if that doesn't tell you just how well Aether are doing, I mean, there's not a whole lot. There's not many metrics that can tell you that you're just absolutely stomping. But, all right, so, oh my gosh. Juna's just styling on them. Spots Cute Dog through the smoke and hits a blinder. Again, Goons lose 2 in what feels like the opening seconds of the round. 1 back from Feb, but there's such a mountain left to climb for Goons. Every single round, they've been rebuffed. Every single round, Aether have had the reply to any sort of opening. And it's got to be demoralizing, but they're still working on it. They're still trying to hit something. Oh, speaking of hitting something, Killer Pandas. Oh, I just noticed. What do you say, Wanna Goons? Do we get the Opera kill? 3 versus 3. Micro's still lurking in Firebox of all places. Like, this is just, it feels like a very good read. Killer Pandas, oh, feels like he spotted Arius with the team kill. Oh, okay. Well, that might be what buys Aether a second round here. Killer Pandas, his feet are singed, but he's still alive. He's going to get this bomb down. 5 HP and 1 HP as the bomb starts ticking. Arius on 68 and Clipzera at 100. Oh my goodness, but there's Killer Pandas with the AWP, rings out, and he's got his first. This would be the perfect time to convert the headshot for the second, and Killer Pandas is finally on the board. Yeah, the jump is just, oh, that is just, how do you recover from something like that? Well, 8-3 is not unrecoverable for your T side. It's just gonna feel pretty awful. Nine to 3. Oh my goodness. And I can't even get into like my spiel for the round before the first kill has already happened. Micro in apartments. He's just styling on Wanna Goons at this point. It doesn't even feel like he's giving them even a tiny chance. Oh man, and Tender coming out of ramp. Wanna Goons have been gifted so much free space from Aether that they're just not even a shadow of a doubt in these rounds on CT. Well, 1 versus 2. But not going to be enough. Juna has been on point all game. So is Arius. This has been a dominant CT side, thanks to Team Aether. Now let's see if we've got a comeback in us. Wanna Goons taken to the CT side of their own map pick. And it's a very good start. USP is coming out strong. Cute Dog Johan with the triple. Shove Aether away. This force, it feels like a force onto the A bomb site, and it's, oh my goodness. Clipzera and Micro clap right back. They're quite damaged though, and with no bomb down, this one still feels like it's anyone's game. Gosh, you give USP, the Micro, the USP, and he will give you some headshots. Oh, we're gonna get the boost over the firebox. Clipzera not expecting that, and now it's left up to Micro on no HP and no armor and no life. As Wanna Goons, they snake the pistol round. So, Oh my goodness. Wait. Look at Team Aether. Look at Team Aether's nades. There are 3 decoys in the hands of Team Aether. What are they cooking? Hold on. There's going to be... That's a sad face. Arius approves. What are they cooking? Something sneaky by the looks of it. Something sneaky this way comes. Decoys landing over by the B-bomb site to try to pull some of the Wanted Goons players out of position. And they've actually managed to do a little bit of that. There's no cover. There's not a lot of coverage on mid to meet Team Aether as they start to creep on out. They've used their nades, though, so it is just going to have to be the rest of the round going dry. 4 players out mid for Team Aether. Going to be a target-rich environment for whoever peaks mid. And that player is going to be Magic. First to go down is going to be Tender, but the follow-up, Micro with the trade, the pistols proved to overwhelm. That's going to be a rifle that could fall to the hands of Aether, but the FAMAS works out for Johan. Goons holding their medal. 4 versus 3. This nade is going to have to be good. It does delay just enough for Feb to sneak into position and Killer Pandas to deliver a finishing blow. Well, I mean, it's just pistols, right? But you never know how it can go. I mean, they're on the CT side, so of course they've reset their wanted level. If they're the cops, then they're not wanted. I mean, sort of, kind of. Now what you're seeing here by Magic is a good defense to the window being smoked up all the time. You get up in mid, and you get yourself a kill. You force Team Aether, you force the T side, whoever it is, to play to your beat. Sometimes you can even get all 3. We saw Juna do exactly that before, but Magic not quite to the same, not quite as lucky. Still, a 1-for-1 is definitely better than nothing. And it gives Aether a little something to think about. Now Wanted Goons with 2 per site. I've left mid completely open, but if Aether decide to get awoken by the extremities here, they could have another thing coming. I feel like Wanted Goons have put themselves in a position where Aether could try to crunch onto one of the sites. It's not the kind of play that we're getting. Micro spots 1 on the B-bomb site. The Molotov will try to flush him out, but the smoke is gifted instead. And Wanted Goons just trying to keep this one slow. Just push Aether away. Not do anything too risky. They're not committing to any big duels. But that is going to give Aether a ton of space, and this bomb on the A-bomb site could be a problem. It is a 4 versus 4, and Cute Dog has a kit. That's going to be integral, along with the smoke. Ooh, Clipzera looking the wrong way. The man advantage over to Wanted Goons. Trade from Juna, but Cute Dog and the rest of the CTs explode from CT. Now it's just Tender and Micro, but they're not standing up to the task either, as Cute Dog and Johan will finish this job. And Wanted Goons will capture another one. All right, 9-6. They're starting to bring it back. Definitely not being given any sort of easy rounds here on their CT side. Alright, well, I mean, this feels like a good gimme round for Wanted Goons. The buy is always going to be a scary thing. The Tech 9s, the Mac 10s, it's one of those things that you fear on CT side because you know that there can be so much damage out of nowhere. A couple of nades into apartments scares Aether away. Ooh, but only temporarily. Oh, dear. All right. Is Killer Pandas going to get the Cold Zera op moment? 4 players snuck into apartments for Team Aether. There's a smoke in front of them. Juna holding up the rear. Killer Panda's just waiting for this. Waiting for the push. Ooh, that reload could have been poorly timed. Aether just waiting out the clock. This gets more and more dangerous the more seconds pass by. Johan all the way over in market. They might not be in positions to stop this. Killer Pandas misses the shots and gets overwhelmed. Now Aether out on site continue to drop players. Feb looking for something. He's got one in his hands already, but there's just too many Tech 9s all over the place. You can't kill them all. It's like whack-a-mole with these pistols. Magic able to get to 2, but now Tender's got that AWP and Juna's still got a MAC-10. And Team Aether just crushed their way on through. Well, this could be disastrous. This is the first round that Team Aether have won on their T side, and this is going to allow them to get a very good foothold. That AWP for Micro, we saw how it was used on the CT side. We'll see if he has lost a beat on his T side or if he's got this one. Smoke's able to scare Killer Pandas away from windows. But is it still going to be Aether gathering, pushing up through mid? Get a player on either side of things to try and gather that little bit of... Okay, Tender. Okay. I mean, hey, look. Spamming through the smoke, it is a thing that kind of makes sense, but that one's just never going to feel like it's a legitimate thing at all. It's just like, come on, how did you know? Well, you got to be wary of the spams. Oh, again, Aether with a slow round. I'm going to go with no. Aether with a slow round. And they've given Goons enough time to find positions and rotate around. Feb now going to be pushed out into the open, and Clipsera will rip his head off. Micro deletes Johan. And it's looking like Goons with full control of this B-bomb site. Kind of off the back of that spam. Like, Goons, they didn't know where to go. With 4 players, their forces got split thin. And there was just not a whole lot for them to do after those losses. Oh, Arius about to be in the danger zone, and Killer Panda's more than happy to eat him. But plenty of weapons retained by Aether, so they should be in good shape for the next round either way. Tender looking to take a fight as well, and Cute Dog will rip his flesh off. Yeah, this is just Tender. Wait, there he is. There he is. There he is. Sprays. Like, as just as about as painful as you can expect. All right, 6-11. Aether getting close to closing this one out. We're going to need to see some shenanigans from Goons if they want to extend play on their own map pick. Well, that's a name that just hit the follow button. That AWP for Killer Pandas is going to have to go huge here, but he's already being melted over by Ticket. USP, I mean, some decent looking shots, but it's not enough. The 5-7, they all jump into Sandwich, and Magic more than happy to end all of them. Okay, wait, that's a few too many players that you just kind of forgot them. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not quite sure what happened there, and I think Aether are going to be a little bit confused themselves. Losing those two players in Sandwich, kicking off everything. Might be giving Goons the shot in the arm they needed. A little bit of a stim pack. Good couple of rounds. But can they continue? Again, there's still a serious deficit in rounds for Goons. Hey, Micro's got the long dog. I love that skin. Well, so how's the setup going on? Goons getting up close and personal up through ramp. This could send Aether for a loop, but they still haven't pushed themselves. Again, it's just slow round after slow round. Neither of these teams going for anything too pacey. How you doing? Well, come on in. Oh, Cute Dog might have the setup here. There's no way Clipzera expects a player this close up. You're just jiggling. Do something. There we go. Okay, there's the spot. And Clipzera does manage to come out on top, but the trade out of Magic will keep Goons in a good spot. Continuing overheats just a little bit. Areas gonna send them packing. For that 3 versus 3, Juna getting up close and personal now in CT. The flash on in to put them back. Johan trying to hold the line, but it's down to a... Oh my goodness, I got so locked into the round that I didn't realize that the timer was out. I got so into that round that I didn't look at the clock. That is heartbreaking for Team Aether. Now this buy is going to be so terrible. Here. Well, 2 rifles now for Team Aether. Oh my gosh. And they are going to finally up the pace on this one. A singular nade out from apartments, and they're all just jumping out the window. Johan going to have a good shot onto 2 of them, but these SMGs going to do... Oh, and this Molly forces them away. Killer Panda's the only one available. Micro catches Cute Dog in CT. Bomb is loose, though. That's the one thing that Goons could be happy with. Oh, does Cute... Oh my goodness. Clipzera, you knew he was there and you still got flattened. That is painful. Yeah, this one felt like it could have been the end of a round, but just too many players. And Feb burning there was just... Dear, oh dear. Well, now it's Goons' turn to be on the back foot. The SMGs and pistols versus the full buy of Team Aether. Seems to be a rather difficult one for the Goons to secure. Ooh, that's cool. Sometimes that deagle looks ridiculous. But again, Aether keeping it a little bit slow, a little bit steady this time around. They've got all 5 grouped up. This is giving a lot of information over to Goons. Johan able to get all the way up into T apartments, and 2 players up through mid means Goons have a pretty good idea of what's about to happen. And 4 players for them to fight is definitely going to make this one difficult, but it's exactly what Goons need to keep this game rolling. They've got themselves 3. Juna only able to get 1 back. Now it's going to be on to Micro. 1 versus 3 on that AWP. That Molotov did not go where you wanted. It stuck right in your way. 35 seconds remaining, and you've got a player at your back. Johan will close this one out. And Goons, can they get 3 more? That round looked like... It looked like Team Aether called something out of spawn. After a very quiet first half, Killer Pandas has definitely stepped it up here on the CT side. Goons in general have stepped it up on the CT side. Let's not forget, this was a 3-9 first half to a 9-12 second half. The CT side, while it hasn't been the cleanest in the world, it has been solid, and we'll see if it's solid enough or if Team Aether get to end this one before overtime. They're running out of time to do it. The Hero AK for Micro is definitely a risky move. Gosh, if we get triple OTs, did I run an ad before this game? I hope I did. Okay, good. We've got time if this game goes to OT. That's good, because it's looking like there's a possibility. As Aether drop 2, rebuff Aether. I mean, this is not going to be much of a round, right? The Glocks aren't going to do too much, right? Right? 2 kills for Arius on that Glock. Just plinking away at range. Just bothering wanted goons to death with the Glock. I'm sorry. Those aren't the sort of things you're supposed to be dying to when you're full butt and full armored. But it does look like Goons will be successful this round, because I don't think that Aether are going to go for this. I feel like this is a save, right? 25 seconds? No, they're going fast over toward the A-bomb site. Very fast. In through Palace, they've got 20 seconds, but they've only got 1 player here on A to deal with. They do have Feb coming over from Connector. If they can get the bomb down, then this round feels like it's got some legs at the very least. The planters drop. Tender has to do it all, and Huge Dog will rip his throat out. Aether now, what looked like they're on the brink of victory, but they're losing it at the last possible. Please defuse the bomb. Stop clicking it and defuse the bomb. Thank you. Don't throw the game because you want to BM. Let your teammate go and spray bodies and, you know, let your teammate do the... Yeah, this was not... Oh my goodness. Let your teammate go and teabag and shoot bodies, and you defuse the bomb. He was letting teammate grab off? Okay. I guess that's fair. Well, that's not. Magic just obliterated super early into this round. Aether trying to change the pace up once again. They start off successful. Nades onto Juna, though. And again, it's Aether with mid control, but where was even Johan shooting from? He was in mid, behind the smoke, and just drops Micro. 4 versus 4. How do you even react to that? This is... Gosh, if we get overtime, I was not anticipating this was. I mean, Team Aether went to overtime against Money Crew, but Team Aether had to earn that overtime. Now they're at the finish line and they've collapsed. Killer Pandas with a great shot onto player apartments. Are Team Aether starting to save at 35 seconds? They can't be, right? They know the op is on B. Are they going to give this a try towards A, or are they going to just call it? They don't have a lot of money left. The loss bonus has got to be starting to kick in, but they've got to deal with Cute Dog playing Firebox, and they don't know, and they don't have time to check it either. 15 seconds. They've been playing this one just too darn slow, and it's coming back to bite them. 10 seconds. Cute Dog peeks on out. That's the first. Gonna go find the planter as well. It's down, but I mean, this defuse is just gonna be all too easy. Let's throw all our smokes on the bomb. Arius off in another zip code with a parting nade onto Feb. 7 HP remaining. I'd be tilted. This is just about as painful as it can get. You're not checking Firebox. Meanwhile, Goons on a heater. Like, this is a desperate final buy from Team Aether. 2 Galils, no AWP for Micro. Well, they're doing it. Like, they're bookending this game. We started this game with a B pop, and it looks like they want to end this game with a B pop. Smoke goes out. Not enough to stop Killer Pandas. The player that had 0 kills up until round 10 might just be the hero here for Goons to bring them to overtime. Johan joining into the feed as well. Clipzera getting close up, but 16 HP left. He's been legged through a teammate, and Killer Pandas continues to hit shot after shot. It's just Juno left to stop Aether from going to overtime, but Febreze will freshen this game up. 12-12, we're going to overtime. You got spotted. The smoke was blown open, and Killer Pandas has finally hit the shots that need to be hit. Has been in the spots that need to be lit. This is why when the zookeeper says pandas are dangerous, even though you look at them and they look like they're just sleeping and eating bamboo, don't climb in the pen with them, because they're still bears. They'll still mess you up. We're seeing a Mirage classic of overtime and getting up close and personal mid, Magic playing in the smoke. No one for Aether there to meet. We are going to have a serious amount of mid-control gifted over to Team Aether, and they're going to crunch their way into the A-bomb site. There's 3 players here, 4 Goons. Oh, they're kissing in the smoke, and it's Magic to come out deadly. They haven't fired any more shots his way, too. There's a possibility... Oh, and if he got that through the smoke and through the wall, Juna able to get in through connector, but he's punished immediately. Now 3 versus 2, Goons on the up. And it's just down to Arius. 1 versus 3. At least he's got the bomb, and he's got enough time that he shouldn't run out of time this round. Ooh. It's storming outside. I wonder if the rain's going to try and cut our power. Probably not. The power is usually pretty reliable here. 1 versus 3, and Aether Arius knows that he's got goons on all sides of him. Power did go out 2 nights ago. Yeah, but I wasn't awake at the time, so that means that it won't go out during stream time, so it should be fine. Should be fine. That one. Oh dear. Team Aether at the finish line too. It's not looking good. That's 2 AKs over to Goons. If Donk is any indication, the AK is deadlier on CT than it is on T. Once again, oh my goodness, are we gonna get this again? We saw this play earlier this game. Magic sneaking up through the smoke. Team Aether walk on by, and Magic with the back of one, but he's only able to get the one. Micro shuts him out. AWP for Killer Pandas, and his shots have been on point here on CT. The closer we've gotten to overtime, the closer the game has gotten, the better his shots have gotten. AWP picked up. A Cute Dog will put it right back down for Micro. And it's just Clipzera. 1 versus 3. Doesn't have the bomb. That's often another dimension. At this point, you're just looking for kills. At this point, you're looking to just hold on to your weapon and just not keep dying. Because, dear, this is not going well for you. So what do we talk about during the 1 versus 3? No AWP picked up. Killer Panda's the AWPer on one of Goons. So none of the other Goons have picked it up. I like how we watch a player with an AK swing into a CT. I'm expecting a shot to be taken before I realize, no, this is the last T. 25 seconds, gonna make tracks towards B. Now there is Feb here on location. Molly put down. Ooh, but that's the player spotted. Nade tossed in. Barely clips Feb. The AK will do the job, though. In the final seconds of the round, Clipzera will get the bomb down, but on 35 HP, Johan just playing Riddinger on the Rosie, so Cute Dog can get the back, but it's not even needed. Clipzera forced to spin round and round. Remember, Team Aether were the ones on 12 here. And not only that, they only needed 3 on their T side to get to that 12. This has just not been a T-sided night for either of these teams so far. This one, starting to look a little scary. I would be afraid if I were Aether, especially when normally you kind of expect to go and at least win 1 round after overtime starts. Yeah, that 1 clock round was just... I don't even know what to say to that. That is just awful. And I all I can feel is bad for it. Now, Clipzera on 17 HP off the top of the round, and one of Goons starting to crush on in toward the mid. This round's not feeling any better for Team Aether on their T side. One of Goons with the initial scrum and exit. Wait, does Magic... Okay, Magic does have a weapon. I mean, hey, this whole game might have hinged on that one play. Like, that one loss in mid was all it took. Very slow, very, very slow round here. Still Aether on the back foot as they try to execute over toward the B-bomb site. Again, they're not having a great time of it. Finally spraying down that firebox, but nobody's home this time. That's all that's going to do is announce your presence to the wanted Goons as they start to swarm on in. Oh no, the nade catches the planter. And again, Team Aether are caught against the clock. 7 seconds. Tender trying to get the bomb down desperately. Arius covering him, doing a fantastic job of it. 3 versus 2. Feb taking some burn damage, not going to take a kill because of it. And Cute Dog to close this one out. It's 15-12. Wanna Goons looking fantastic that singular round. If that was enough. Like, Team Aether are the ones with the coach, right? They have to be like, okay, all right, that was wrong. We know that was wrong. All right, that's just... Well, map point for Wanted Goons. First to 16 rounds of the lovely... Gotta have some overtime. You know what we haven't had this entire game that's been wonderful? Is no technical pauses, only tactical pauses. And I know that I'm not jinxing it. Micro just jumping around in window. I guess I don't know that I'm jinxing it. There might be tech pauses in the next game. Wanted Goons, though, they're lining up to try and take this B site. Tender knows about the spam now, so not going to be giving themselves up for it. Is there enough on the A site for Aether to deal with this? This is just going to be a full execute out. The smoke to stop anything from looking in from Cat. Means this one is going to have to be CT and CT alone for Team Aether. Juna's already made their way on out toward triple, but Magic, they haven't detected yet, will be the one with the kill. 4-3 moment. Magic only able to get the one and done, though. Tender looking good from under Belk, but only going to put us down to the 2 versus 2. Now they spot the player in through connector. That's going to be Arius with Micro coming in through CT. Bomb down in this 2 versus 2. Molly to force Feb away from triple. Only able to do a tick. Well, Aether, they've got their big gun, their big green to bear, and Micro's been on point this game. Arius has been doing well as well, but this second half has not been kind to him. This overtime has not been kind to him. Micro getting in close, up close and personal for the shotgun off, but he does not connect. It's going to be a 16-12 in the favor of Wanted Goons. They explode out onto the A-bomb site. It was looking so good for a moment there. Tender with the double kill, but they just couldn't connect.